Hello, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host. Just a local sports picker here in Phoenix, Arizona. Hopefully today with our picks and your picks, it's going to be another profitable day for you. Wednesday, June 4th, Major League Baseball slate. Quite an exciting day, Tuesday, as everybody got underway in their series. Some already 2/3 of the way through and some just getting started. Cubs big win. Where did the Royals come from? 10 runs from the Royals? Wow. Bobby Witt, looking like Bobby Witt again. Gets a home run there. Pete Crow Armstrong, by the way, excellent game yesterday for only one hit, a couple of walks, multiple runs. Now is tied for the league in stolen bases as well. Dodgers give away a lead and end up taking it back in the 10th because the Mets couldn't score in the top of the 10th. I'm going to tell you right now, if you can't score in extra innings with a runner at second, nobody out, you've got nobody to blame for that game but yourself. At least get one. How hard is it? And today's Major League is a lot harder than we anticipate. If they would have done this back in the 40s and 50s and 60s, do you realize that every damn game would have been 1-1 in the 10th? Everybody would have scored a run? Crazy stuff. Anyway, it was an exciting day. Tuesday, we expect the same thing here on Wednesday. Let's get started as we've got a lot of day baseball and a full slate today. So Rockies and Marlins, this series, by the way, has been all Rockies. Actually had an under game between these two, amazingly enough. Marlins can't seem to win a game, can't win a game here. Now they've got the former Rockies pitcher in Cole Quantrill. Here's one stat to keep in mind. If Freeland, which he should be at 5.5 hits allowed, more than likely, we will double check this as we're going through it. This game's, by the way, at 12:10 Eastern time. Kyle Freeland has allowed, I believe, one time this season where he hasn't allowed 6 hits. So, we're going to go to the hits allowed for Kyle Freeland. You can play hits allowed at 6+. It's a little juicy. Now it's getting up to 7. That's getting up there. The book's catching on to that bet, getting beat to death on that one. Marlins, $1.40 favorite. They should score some runs here. I expect the Rockies to hit Quantrill as well. Total's at 8, over 4 first 5 innings, over 8 for the game. That way you don't got to root for a side either way, as either side, I'm sure, is going to do nothing but disappoint you throughout the game when it comes to actually like taking a lead or holding on to one. Next game up, 12:40 Eastern time. Brouhaha's and the Reds. So Reds get her done. Break the streak. Right? Congratulations. Milwaukee had a nice run for that streak there. Cincinnati gets them 4-2. Normally, off a longer winning streak, you lose 2 in a row. And this is kind of set up for that, I think, here as well. Reds have got Abbott going to the mound against Hall for the Brewers. Reds only a $1.20 favorite. This one, like them here quite a bit in this spot. Give me the Reds money line first 5 innings. Reds money line for the game. Next game up, Soriano and the Angels against the Red Sox, going off at 1:35 Eastern time. We got Giolito, who has pitched amazingly well. I can't tell if it's that or just bad offense. Going against Soriano, who's on the road. His ERA is pretty strong. So total in this game is at 10. Let's make this game really easy. That way you don't have to pick a side. Under 5 first 5 innings, under 10 for the game. Both teams have put up some runs. Obviously, it was an over in game 1, under in game 2, but definitely like the way that these two guys have pitched as of late, especially Soriano on the road and Giolito overall. Next game up, then we finally get into the night game. 6:40 Eastern time, Astros Pirates, Burrows versus Gusto. Total is 9. Obviously, the Stros get a win over Paul Skeens, which, and it wasn't necessarily Skeens. He gave up 1 run in 8. I mean, are we really going to blame him for this loss? No, we should blame the Pirates offense. Here's one thing you're rarely ever going to hear me say, probably for the rest of the season. I like the over 9 in this game. Gusto's got nothing but crushed. Burrows, he gets hit up all over the place as well. I understand the total's at 9, which is big for a Pirates game. That's the reason why a lot of people are going to be shooting to the under because they're like, always bet the under on the Pirates. Not in this particular matchup here. Over 4.5 first 5 innings, over 9 for the game. Next game up, Cubs, Nationals, 6:45 Eastern time. Obviously, if you're new to our show, you don't realize, but we do focus on 4 teams, fade or follow, over, under. We'll give you picks throughout the whole lineup, but we do focus on 4 teams, Cubs, Dodgers, Royals, and Orioles. So this is the first game we're heavily invested in. And we've got a hell of a pitching matchup, I think, going on in this game here. That is one nice thing we can for sure say in this one. So we got Gore, the strikeout leader, and he has been dominant with the K-ball. And not only that, the left-handed hitters for the Cubs in this lineup with no Kyle Tucker, if he's going to be out again, definitely struggles against left-handers. PCA is one of them. In Michael Busch, I don't know if he'll be playing in this spot, but they're running out of sticks if he doesn't in there. So what do we think here with the Nationals and the Cubs? Total's at 8.5. We love the under here, as Boyd should be able to handle all the left-handed bats for the Nats side as well. So let's give you all the picks here in this one. Cubs, Nats, under 2.5 runs first 3 innings, 4.5 first 5 innings, 6.5 first 7 innings, 8.5 for the game. Nats under 3.5 team total. Cubs under 4.5 team total. We're going to play Gore for 7, 8, and 9 strikeouts. Gore 18 plus outs. Gore under 2.5 earned runs. Gore under 5.5 hits allowed. Then we get to Matthew Boyd, 6, 7, and 8 strikeouts. If you like strikeout, if you're watching like dude strikeout, this should be your game here. Boyd 18 plus outs. Boyd under 2.5 earned runs. Cubs under 2.5 team total first 5 innings. Boyd under 1.5 walks. And Mackenzie Gore under 1.5 walks, because I think the Cubs will help him out and not look at a lot of deep counts as they try to get some sort of hit off of him. He has been devastating with that strikeout pitch all season long. Next game up, Yankees and Guardians. Close one in game 1. Not a lot of scoring. Clark Schmidt and Ortiz in game 2 of this series, 7:05 Eastern time. Not sure what we can tell you about this one. Besides Clark Schmidt's $1.80 plus favorite, which I think is way too high. Ortiz has struggled, though, but this is a Yankees one for us. Yankees minus a half a run from 5. Yankees money line for the game. You could even play him minus 1.5. I think it's a little too gutsy there. I think this is still not like a 5-3, 4-3 game, something to that effect, but on that one there. Next game up, 7:07 Eastern time. Blue Jays hosting the Phillies once again. Phillies came out and whooped them early, and that's all it took as they drove Bowden Francis out in the second inning. Blue Jays slight favor here with Berrios against Abel, their young rook for the Phils. He pitched well the last time out. I'm going to say he pitches well again. I don't necessarily love his side in this one, but I do like the total and do like it creeping on the underside here. So give us under 4.5 runs, front 5, under 9 for the game. Next game up, Braves, D-backs. Congrats to the D-backs for coming out and laying some wood on Spencer Strider. Kind of shocked there. Ketel Marte with a couple home runs. He looked great yesterday. 7:15 time. Sale's obviously going to bring a big favorite here. The numbers actually came down. This thing was $1.80, and now it's down to minus 160, 170 as we're recording this episode. Total at 8. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to see a ton of. I think first 5 is where you have to focus here because the bullpens, God knows what's going to happen in the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, or 7th, 8th, 9th here. Braves money line first 5 innings, probably a little juicy, but I don't got a lot of faith in them putting up a lot of runs against Merrill Kelly either. So under 4.5 runs first 5, though, do like that one quite a bit. Next game up, 7:35 Eastern time, Tampa Bay and the Rangers. Tampa Bay, Rasmussen, believe it or not, the boy can pitch, can he? The guy doesn't strike a ton of people out, but the boy can pitch. Rays are $1.30 favorite here. It's Rocker for the Rangers and Boz for the Rays. Now, Boz finally seemed to straighten something out in his last, I believe it was his last start or the start before. My apologies if I'm a little off there because I don't have all the pertinent stats in front of me. But Rocker hasn't pitched horribly well since early in the season. Boz has been a little bit of a struggle fest. But both teams struggle to score a lot of runs, and the total's at 9. So what do we think? I think we're going to take plus 1.5 with the Rangers here, plus a half front 5, and we'll take our chances with that one there. Another close game, I think, between these two teams, and maybe not a ton of scoring there as well. 7:45 Eastern time, Royals and Cardinals, game 2 of the set. So Cardinals come out. They go down 2-0 early, tie the game up at 2-2, then all of a sudden go up 7-2 early, and all of a sudden the Royals put up a 6-run fifth to make it 8-7, add 2 more on top of that to make it 10-7 final. What a game for the Royals offensively. And even the youngster, Caglione, didn't even register a hit. But Bobby Witt, like I said, played well. Salvador Perez even got some hits. Jonathan India got some hits. Vanny Pascantino got a big hit or two. All over the place. Total in this game with Mikolas versus Cameron. Cameron, one of our favorite young pitchers. Total at 8.5 in this game. Obviously, it's a Royals game, so it's a fade or follow for us. Or in this case, can we spell under 17 runs scored in game 1? I don't know if we get 6 scored in game 2. So, Royals-Cardinals under 2.5 runs first 3 innings, 4.5 first 5, 6.5 first 7, 8.5 for the game. Royals-Cards, no run first inning. Royals under 4.5 team total. Cardinals under 4.5 team total. Remember, the Cardinals don't hit left-handers very well either, and Cameron definitely a left-hander. Now, here is the bonus of the whole damn slate for everybody out there. If you're looking for something, I'll be able to tell if you actually watch the episode before you start asking 56 questions in the comment section. One of the best plays of the day, Cameron, who's been striking out, except for his last time out, struck out basically 7 or 8. Now all of a sudden his Ks are down to 4, over 3.5. Yes. Cameron for 4 Ks, Cameron for 5 Ks, Cameron for 6 and for 7 strikeouts. Like I said, the Cardinals definitely struggle against left-handers. Cameron under 2.5 earned runs. Mikolas also under 2.5 earned runs. Mikolas no walks because the Royals hate getting the ball 3. And Nootbaar 1+ strikeout, and Donovan for the Cardinals 1+ strikeout as well. No lean to the game in that one. I think this could be a 2-1 game, 1-0 game where both teams play shittily and either team could pull that thing out. Next game up, Mariners and Orioles. I want to apologize for game 1. I thought the Mariners, I don't know, were some semblance of a team. I'd like to apologize to everybody out there. How the hell do you not beat the Orioles? And I apologize, I had to get a little liquid in the middle of that there. How the hell do you not beat the Orioles in Saguna on the mound? J.P. Crawford with 3 hits. Cal Riley, who's leading the league in home runs, couldn't hit that dude. Or you couldn't hit the bullpen either. You scored 1 whopping run against the Orioles? Bro, the White Sox were scoring 1 to 2 runs. I apologize to everybody out there. I thought the Mariners had what you could believe is some sort of semblance of an offense. I was obviously wrong. Apologize about that. I'm going to make up for it today, though. Hancock versus Povich at 9:40 Eastern time. And how the hell did a Mariners game get to 8.5 for a total? They're gift wrapping this sucker. Povich, by the way, I will tell you this. Povich allows some hits, but Povich just strike out a bunch of people for the O's. And I expect him to strike out a bunch of people here. And this game should be, we should cruise to the under in this one here. Orioles, Mariners under 2.5 runs first 3 innings, under 4.5 first 5, and 6.5 first 7, 8.5 for the game. Orioles under 4.5 team total, and the Mariners under 4.5 team total. Povich, who has struck out 10 a couple times, 6, 7, and 8, laddering him there. Hancock under 4.5 strikeouts because he hasn't got to 5 since I don't remember when. I will give the Orioles this: they get out a lot, and they haven't hit a lot of home runs this season, but they don't strike out a buttload. So Hancock under 4.5 strikeouts. Orioles and Mariners both under 2.5 team total, first 5 innings as well. Next game up, we get to the Padres and the Giants. If you like under baseball, this has been your series. Padres win 1-0, then win 3-2. Another impossible place to hit the ball, and that's called Giant Stadium, to go with the Mariners ballpark. Pivetta going here against Harrison. A lot of people ask Padres. Are the Padres a good team? That's a damn good question. But I will say this, the Padres bullpen normally, for most of the season, has been pretty good. They have their moments where they suck out, but the thing's under 7.5, under 3.5, front 5 again is the easiest way to play this in a coin toss game, according to the book. Maybe you want to slightly lean to the Giants. Maybe they don't get swept. They can get swept at home. Anybody can get swept at home. Even the best teams in baseball can get swept at home. Tigers and Dodgers, no exception there. And then the last game of the night, Mets, Dodgers. And Gonsolin on the mound for the Dodgers. Griffin Canning, who's revived his career after having a horrible run with the Angels, all of a sudden comes in the Mets, and he's been pretty solid overall. The Dodgers snuck one out on us yesterday, and they scored some runs finally. So it ruined our under on that one, but that's okay. We'll get back at it today. Dodgers do get a win, so this series tied up 1-1 going to Game 3. Gonsolin has gotten crushed. Now, the Mets offense can struggle at times. I don't see him struggling here, to be really honest. We really like the Mets in this particular spot to take this series. Mets money line plus 1.5. And not only that, Gonsolin is minus $140 something against a good team. Okay. Mets plus 1.5, Mets minus 1.5 and 2.5 on the run line. Mets over 4.5 team total. Mets money line first 3, 5, and 7 innings. Lindor, who was hot till yesterday, but we think he picks it back up. And Soto, same 6 picks apiece. Home run double, 2+ hits, runs, RBIs, 2+ total bases, 3+ total bases, and 2+ hits. All right, we just went through a ton of picks. How do we get a chance to take a look at all those picks? No problem at all. Got them posted in multiple spots online, TikTok, YouTube channel pages as well. At the end of every episode on YouTube, it's a link to our Google Sheets, docs.google.com/spreadsheet, bunch of other stuff behind it. Click on that link, go to the Baseball 2025 tab, scroll down to June 4th. You'll be able to see all of our picks, what juice they were at, how many units, and then also what book it was placed at as well. So make sure you check that out when you get some time. Do you like the content you're seeing here and want to see some more? We'd love to have you along for the ride. All you need to do is hit follow or subscribe, depending on the social media platform you're watching us on, and we'll show up in your follow or subscriptions tab. Or make life simple for yourself. Turn on the social media platform you're watching us on. You'll get a notification sent to your phone or device to let you know Sports Bets for Free has dropped a new episode of Bets. Give you plenty of time to match those up with your picks and give you the ton of confidence you need heading to the betting app or betting window if you're going somewhere live as well. Also, private Discord channel available for all of you out there. All you need to do is subscribe to us through TikTok. Once you do, we will send you the Discord invite. This will be the last month of the lower tiered pricing for the Discord, as there will be a substantial increase on July 1st. So if you're looking to get into Discord, that's a lot of fun. A lot of people on it. A lot of people talking baseball, basketball, WNBA. Hell, they're throwing out soccer bets, snooker bets, dart bets. It's all over the place, right? A lot of fun to watch, a lot of fun to get into. If you like talking sports, and it's cheap, right? It's entertainment value, plus you're going to get all of the picks early. You're going to get bonus picks. You're going to get Formula One. Formula One picks are worth more than the weight in gold, as we have been just absolutely crushing Formula One all season long. Plus, you're going to get bonus picks like right now going on WNBA. As we're still waiting for the NBA Finals to get going before we have another show to put out to the public. You're going to get picks for golf as well. So all kinds of different stuff out there for you to take advantage of and make some dollars at this. Got to just have a little bit of fun. Like I said, all you need to do is subscribe to us through TikTok at Sports Bets for Free. Once you do, we will send you that Discord invite and get you all hooked up. We do appreciate everybody's support as always, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode.